audience tuning in. It's a Monday night primetime showdown between the Cleveland Browns and the Las Vegas Raiders. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All the books me, I thought it made me rich.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
All right.
On play action, here's Stroud. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's a Vegas first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. So first carry here for Ashton Jeanty. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Offense to the line. 2nd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. He puts a man under it deep down the middle. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Here we go, let's go. Swap, another swap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. Has a man on target to Thornton. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They get 22 out of that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Throwing again. It's Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And they'll stop it after a short gain to the 13. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door to a bigger gap in the future.
Pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got him. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Kate, all the data lately has taught us really clearly, sacks, negative yardage plays, they not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
Five men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. On target to Thornton. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down.
11 yards.
Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Carlson's kick is good. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Even if it's not a touchdown, well, you're happy to see the offense produce points in the first trip out there this season. For a kicker, kind of nice to start 1 for 1 as well.
This return starts at the 5. Showing a little burst so far. Ooh, he gets popped at the end of that one. What a painful end to what was a really solid run back. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Airing it out to start this drive. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Dragon 60. 18 cut. Ready.
They'll go play action. That's reeled in by Jaden Reed. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's a Browns 1st down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Here's a throw. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. And the Raiders will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
First play is going to be a give to Jency. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, Stroud. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And finally they get to him and send him out as this gets all the way into enemy territory. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
On the click, right?
Counter give to Jency. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
All right.
Stroud from the pistol. Cut by the open man. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. Give him 32 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. You've got to find a completion right there.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, quarterback's going to count on 99 of 100 times completing that short, simple route to a tight end. But even the shortest and simplest of throws, they'll find a drop at some point, too.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Grant again. And the defender comes away with it. Grant tapped it in to pick it off. He's at midfield. The 30. The 10. And he's into the end zone. Cleveland with a pick 6. But we all saw his teammates yelling at him, go down for the touchback. He had no chance of that. He saw a lane to take it from one end zone to the other, and he did just that.
You know, and in that sense, he's no different than a kick returner bringing it out of the end zone. That's why some think DBs make the best return men. They've just got that unique way of seeing the field, whether it's on a kickoff, going 100-plus for pick 6. Wow.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. That's complete to the back, Ashton Jeanty. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
He put everything he had into this one. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to have 1st and goal when we begin our 2nd quarter. So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. 7-3 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. We're back and excited to start this 2nd quarter. You excited? We're excited. Raiders in a nice spot here to put up some points. From the red zone on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12.
Here we go, let's go. Hey, Uno more. Tony.
Back to throw, Stroud. Has it down close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's 3rd and goal.
All right.
Stroud. And he scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a second quarter lead. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming from the 6. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. And that is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30.
At their own 26-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Come on.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And this fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Ready? Go.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Got his man. Thomas has it. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Putting a receiver in motion. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Slot man motioned over. Takes the 2nd down snap. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
The 42-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Browns are lining up to punt. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Running from the pistol here with Jency. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Stroud. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. They'll air it out on third. It's complete. This is Bowers. And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. It's completed right side. And they will stop him once he gets this down to their 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. They'll toss it. Genty. He's still going at the 30. It's a race down the right side. It won't be a touchdown, Brock, but it sure was close. He winds up out of bounds just about a yard shy of the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go.
From the red zone now. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders make it a 9-point advantage. Right on the edge of the goal line for first and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a first down pass play it certainly was effective.
Point after from Carlson is up and good. And the Raiders make it a 10-point ball game.
Raiders 17, Browns 7.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Returning it from the 4. Showing a little burst so far. And the work already half done thanks to that run back. They're taking over at midfield.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field. And you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders side of the field.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Second down now, they need 7.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Kennedy Lyons.
Looking in the air here. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of third down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
The play clock down to just 2 seconds, but we get a timeout call. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Here he goes, third and long. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Raiders will get it back with some time to work with. We've reached the 2-minute warning. First down from the 42.
Here we go. 118. What's up? Check it out.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front That leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Chased out to his right. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And Stroud gets him the first with a slide down at the end of it.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Stroud to throw on first down. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
I'll say this, Kate, this quarterback's got some courage right there. He throws it into double coverage, and he's got a guy there in coverage who's already picked him off, and he don't care. Kind of like that gunslinging attitude, but you better be careful the next time around.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
On the quick, right?
To the air, Stroud. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring into a defense. Other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Browns take over first down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on first. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Has this at the 6. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10.
Come on, top low, 18.
Airing it out to start this drive. It's lead downfield, and he's got it. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
First down, play action. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Okay,
Offense is set. First and 10.
let's go now.
Back to throw. caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Browns first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. Casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Back to throw now. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Tried getting that one to Brock Bowers. So that brings up 2nd down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on these stud tight ends.
That's by a man. He's in the clear. Still fighting forward. And that is a touchdown! The Raiders make it a 16-point ball game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Fielded at the 7. Things going well so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stunt that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Another carry for him. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Wrapped up on that play by big Quinnen Williams.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
From the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
And some textbook work covering that part. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on her.
Here we go.
First down, Stroud. We go to Gentry on the dump off. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Just a yard left to go on second down. And off to Gentry. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
First down, and they go right back to it. He stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Looking slant route, complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. From the gun, Stroud. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's a Vegas first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
On first down, Gentry. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
With all these collisions these running backs take between the tackles, sure nice to get a little crease on the outside, get in that open field, and let these runners do their thing.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. There's a dive up the middle, and he's able to reach the 40 on that play. They get 6 and a first down as well.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
All right.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. Racing down the left side. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd.
Okay, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders make it a 24-point ball game. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball at the 35 to begin this drive. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Back-to-back carries here. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Browns with the ball, but they enter this 4th quarter at a massive deficit. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Here's the handoff. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Running it after the penalty. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, it feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
They give it to him again. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Go! Past the 60. Past the 60. Cougar, my team.
3rd and long for him here. Oh, no. They get him yet again. And the Raiders take over as he records his 10th career INT.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. So you know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Here we go, let's go.
From the gun, Judkins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Cuts it to the right sideline. It won't be a touchdown, Brock, but it sure was close. He winds up out of bounds just about a yard shy of the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did, tote the ball himself for a big run.
Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Carlson's kick is good. And that grows the lead to 27.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
Now we're on the counter. And he's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Back to the well again. And he'll get about 4 yards as that brings up 2nd down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
And they find them after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Johnson on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Past the 60. Past the 60.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
The first carry for the speedy Dylan Sampson. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Hey, Smith, here we go, here we go. Ready?
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. The second down run good for 4, and that brings up third down. Now they're whistling for a timeout here. Somebody's shaking up on the play. Not the way he wanted to begin his rookie season. Wow, let's hope it doesn't cost him much time. Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive.
Let's go. Ready?
A handoff here to Sampson. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's a play that won't pop on the stat sheet, but the players and coaches won't forget about it. I promise you that. Coaches will file that one away the next time. They really need to pick up a few yards.
Going to the ground again on first. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. Give him 4 on that play. So now they've got 2nd and goal.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Get it.
They'll try and punch it in. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Browns trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Third and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready?
He's keeping it, trying to get it forward. And the run will not work. He is stopped at the line. This is going to be 4th and short.
Kate, you could just kind of feel it. That was a challenge this defense took personally. You want to run it at us? You're going to try to run it at me? I'm going to stuff it before you get started.
Field goal doesn't move that needle. They're going for the touchdown. It's 4th and goal.
Third down. 19 Tigers. Ready?
Oh, they'll try and run it in. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Already.
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. This is close, but he is not in the end zone, Brock. By less than a yard, they avoid the safety. But boy, that was close. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill.
And he's not going to escape. They could not get the push they needed. That's going to be a safety.
Kate, you could just feel it, right off the snap. You just got that sense at the line of scrimmage. When those big guys defensively win it right off the jump, right at the line of scrimmage down here at the goal line, well, they've got a chance to put 2 points on their ledger. That's well done by those big boys defensively.
And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
First and 10 on the 22-yard line.
look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Long back gets the handoff. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the lines.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Another carry for him. And that one doesn't get him much. Give him maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Ready, ready.
The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home. 1 down, a whole lot more wins to go, Brock. But hey, victors to begin this regular season.
Yeah, I think it's both these guys go across the field and shake hands with one another. They do know, Kate, to your point, it is a long year. But what this does is it pays off your training camp. It does instill some confidence. He did all the right things through July and August to kick the season off.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Huard, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps.